Doubles and coffee. Well, if all you don't know yet that the PNM have Trinidad and Tobago upside down. Colm but yesterday come out with a grin, arrogance, and his cell phone to try to say that Kamla Pasad Bisesa, what she quoted in reports from consultants, experts in writing, black and white, shared with the media have it. Glees International, Glees Consultants from the UK, Mott MacDonald, 2 reports, one in January 2024, one in November 22nd, 2024. Colm come out to say, that is nonsense, absolute nonsense. But then during his press conference that was unsubstantiated with one piece of paper, one report from a consultant, one official document when discussing $500 million of overruns and corruption in an airport, in a building that requires great engineering because of the safety, security, risks, and so on. Colm but come out. Would he grin? His word and a cell phone to tell you Kamla lie. But while he's talking, he agreed the following. 1, the cost overruns could reach $500 million. Well, only 2.5 million US was approved by cabinet. But then the Express sees all the cabinet notes from all other sources where another 261 million was there from. And they still have another 200 million to negotiate with the contractor. But the claims are there, just like Kamla said. So he comes out, but on the instruction of Rowley, after Rowley just start to talk and arrogantly shout and attack Kamla. It's not Kamla, say. It's Glees. It's a consultant. It's experts, international standard experts who do this job for a living. But Imbert come out there to tell you the population, believe him. And isn't it very ironic that the PNM sent a man who in his career as an engineer built a stadium in Grenada that blew down with a breeze? Now don't laugh, because this is upside down, this is your money, serious things. And right here at the beginning, I will just ask Imbert and the PNM. That airport terminal that you're building in Tobago for 3 million tourists to land. Never mind the maximum was 2014, 96,000 international arrivals to Tobago. But you're building an airport for 3 million, plenty plane. All you pour any gas to the plane? Are there any pipes running under there that you could put gas and fuel up the planes? Or you have to fuel all them plane with truck? Answer that for me now. But let me take you now to the Express newspaper. Because the Express newspaper has finally woken up. And don't get tied up and make believe that I am saying to you the Express is now fair and balanced. But on this issue, I have to give Jack the jacket. They're being honest and fair. That's all you want from me there, no? Be honest, fair, and ask the hard questions. The Express has found Colm wanting and realized the nonsense that he said. So in the editorial of the Express today, the Express that have PNM there, that have Rowley there, that have Balize House growing out of the ground, how? With barbecue ticket and raffle ticket. And here the Express today, having first mouthed off on the leader of the opposition, the Prime Minister then asked Finance Minister Colm to explain to the public what is happening with the Tobago Airport project in the context of allegations raised by the opposition. Pause. The allegations are not raised by the opposition. The allegations, as you describe it, are concerns laid out cogently, unemotionally, scientifically, in a report paid for by Glees, a consultant of the UK. It's not allegations. These are facts laid down on paper by experts, just brought to the fore, to the population by the leader of the opposition. But you see, they like an allegation. There are no allegation. It's true facts report. Read it, English. We continued the Express. We cannot say what transpired at the post-cabinet news conference yesterday meets the standard of full transparency. Mr. Imbert relied upon obfuscation, arrogance, wordplay, and deflection. But so how you use the term full transparency? From what you described there, Express, there was zero transparency. None. There was no information, no scientific information, no reports, nothing that the media or the population could hold on to and say, these are facts. Therefore, if there was zero information proffered, then it can't be, there was zero transparency. So how you reach full transparency? Imbert came with zero transparency, Express. I know it's hard for you to just talk the truth. You see what I tell you? They're giving you little morsels of truth, but they can't talk the whole truth. By Express's words in its editorial, it's basically saying Colm Imbert presented absolutely nothing except obfuscation, arrogance, wordplay, and deflection. The Express continues, while two international consultants on the project submit monthly reports, Mr. Imbert relied upon basically word of mouth from those consultants. In other words, he talked abject, total, arrant nonsense, unsubstantiated. Nothing he said could be taken seriously. The population needs to simply read the reports as presented and unearthed by Kamala Prasad-Bissessar that the PNM was trying to keep secret. Just read it and you would see $500 billion and counting of corruption, theft, and overruns. The Express continued. Mr. Imbert relied upon basically word of mouth from those consultants, read off his cell phone to reassure the population that there have been no breaches of the building codes and the foundation and the superstructure. Now, if this was so, if there are no breaches, then show the report. Hold up the report. Hold up the Matt McDonald and the Glees report. Hold it up and read and quote from page 6, clause 28, A, B, D, E, F, F. Go down the line and say, here it says, perfect structure, well done, steel in place, bolted well, fantastic, world class. Read out that. Why Imbert didn't do that? Because he cannot. The population, he read off his cell phone to reassure the population that there have been no breaches of building codes and the foundation and superstructure of the new airport are being built in accordance with appropriate international standards. So no information, no reports, nothing to hand out, but the word of a man who built a stadium in Grenada that blew down and a townhouse development in Diego Martin that slide down the hill and mash up, right? That's your expert. No formal written report was shared with the media, says the Express. But in this thing, they say it didn't arise to full transparency. Now, one might think that the editorial is being sarcastic by the use of the term full transparency. But in an editorial, we don't need sarcasm. We don't need wit. We need pure, raw facts and strong opinions based on research and substantiated information. End of story. That's what an editorial is. You're not a comedian. The minister did not deny that the question of claims for delays by the contractor, the overruns, was close to $0.5 billion. The minister did not deny. In other words, he agreed, he concurred with what Kamala reported, $461 million overruns and counting. He deflected on other issues. The Express concluded with this paragraph. Government's approach to this matter leaves much to be desired and avails even more room for speculation and ugly political contention. See, the Express had to go to try, to play games, to obfuscate, to placate for the PNM, to take a situation that is stark, oppressive, disgusting, dishonest and corrupt, and then try to give the population some sense that is just politics, because politicians just say things and it's adversarial. No, there's no politics here, Express. You have Glee's international report from not politicians, from experts in the field of consultancy, management, engineering, and construction of major projects and airports. They're not politics. That report has been made and you have read it. Kamla just handed it over and alerted the population. No politics, facts. Him but come with a grin and a cell phone with nothing but word of mouth. And you are saying that the approach of the PNM is to leave gaps for more politics? No. The approach of the PNM means that the report is true, that the airport project is in trouble, that there is more corruption, that the taxpayers' money is being wasted, there's no value for money, and the project needs to be criminally investigated. What is politics about that? You are not a politician, Express, supposed to be. You are a fact finder, a truth seeker. So don't come with this nonsense at the end that the government's approach, which was nothing, no transparency, no information, no reports, and to agree with exactly what Kamala said, $461 million overruns already and counting, plus more delays coming. You come to say that that is politics? Facts and truth. Don't try to stain a situation in the minds of people by saying that's just political banter. It is not. The PNM has been caught wanting. They've been caught hiding corruption. They've been caught misspending money again and again and again. Whether it was Bridgman's, whether it was the HDC contract with the Chinese that Rowley was the Minister of Housing acting at the time that was approved, whether it was Hostal and Incat, the Galleon's Passage, the project, the Dung and Mosquito Crack, the car parks that nobody car parking, any car, the Red House, Blenheim, anywhere, the Ministry of Health building, the Central Block of the Pottersbane Hospital, any and every project of the PNM, and you could go back to Scarborough Hospital, the library, Shaw Park, Cultural Complex, any project PNM does is hundreds of millions of dollars in corruption and wastage. This has been shown again. Colm but answered nothing. Kamla is correct. The Glee's report shows dangerous times under the PNM's mismanagement. Don't play games, Express. Talk the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Not 82% of the truth. To you, the population. Now you know the truth. Get ready to vote, eh?